If you want to grow a successful YouTube channel over a sustained period of time, to get viewers to constantly flock back to your content time and time again, to unlock the YouTube algorithm, there is only one graph you need to pay attention to. Yes, I'm talking about return viewers again. This is why. If you are a return viewer yourself to vidIQ, you might already be sick and tired of me talking about this. But well, you've returned yet again, so you must still find all of this somewhat interesting. In a nutshell, this purple line graph in the YouTube analytics shows you when viewers who have already watched some of your content come back to watch something else on your channel. Now, obviously, logic dictates that when you publish a new video, a certain number of return viewers will come back to watch it, which results in a spike. But as you can see, not all spikes are created equal. In very basic terms, this means that you, the creator, failed to meet that return viewer's expectations. There are many reasons why a viewer may watch one video but decide not to watch the next, be it a different video topic, a bad thumbnail, or they found better content elsewhere. So what you need to do in order to stop this over a period of time is to increase audience loyalty. And you do that through consistency, consistently meeting viewers' expectations. Which brings us all the way back to that return viewers graph. You can use this as a line of audience expectation, or indeed satisfaction. The higher it goes, the more in tune you are with your existing audience. The lower it goes, the less you understand about your audience's needs. Now, this is to be expected. You have a lot of figuring out to do when it comes to understanding your audience, and it takes time for your audience to get to know you. But over time, and we're talking months here, if you're making data-driven decisions, your good days and indeed your bad days will be way better than what they were before. So at a channel level, this data is really interesting to look at to gauge the health of your audience loyalty. But I also said at the time of the release of this tool that it would be really cool to have this information at a video level. And now we have. It's pretty easy to find. On the content page in the YouTube studio, go to the analytics for a video and then go to the audience tab, at which point you will see the new and return viewers for just that video. Now, since most of the return views come in the first day, I'm going to set the time period to the first 24 hours. And this, quite frankly, reveals some fascinating data. First of all, I'm astonished at just how little new viewers we get when we launch new videos. We are pretty much relying exclusively on people returning to our content, which means, as I've already said, for the vidIQ channel, it is absolutely crucial that we meet viewers' expectations. I mean, no wonder small channels find it hard to get discovered on YouTube these days, when a channel of vidIQ size is only able to attract 600 new viewers to a video with 20,000 total views. Anyway, let's move on to these 15,000 return viewers. Who are they? Well, you can actually get some insight into this by going back to the overview analytics screen and looking at the traffic sources. Again, some really interesting stuff here. The data here is telling me that of those 15,000 return viewers, about a third of them are subscribers using subscriber tools such as the feed and notifications to watch this video. Now, for you return viewers, I will admit this is a data-proven counter-argument to everything I've been saying for the last 6 months about subscribers being an outdated concept on YouTube. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Will you forgive me? But hang on. We still have a huge number of return viewers deciding to watch our content based on recommendations. And this leads us to another critical insight. If most of your return viewers, irrespective of whether they are subscribers, return to your content based off of recommendations, well, that means that your content is competing against everything else that YouTube is recommending to that viewer. All of which means your video topic, your video title, and your video thumbnail are absolutely crucial to meeting that return viewer's expectations. And just in case you didn't know, vidIQ has a tool in the video editor page that lets you compare your title and thumbnail against other videos that already rank for a search term. And you can see what your video would look like on a YouTube homepage and even on a mobile device. And this is all before you even publish the video. So if you're asking the question, does this video meet my viewers' expectations? This tool can start to answer it before you even press publish. Now, if you're still watching at this point, I'm going to assume that you're a data nerd just like me, and you found those insights absolutely fascinating. But that's just one of 900 plus videos on the vidIQ channel. And while I'm not going to go into every single one of them, here are some of the other highlights of what I've discovered so far. This is an example of a video that didn't perform very well for the channel. Both the return and new viewers in that first 24 hours are half of what they usually would be. This is a learning opportunity. Upon reflection, I think the thumbnail lacked a strong and clear message. And I don't think anyone is passionate enough to care about the well-being of YouTube SEO. On the other hand, this video performed well above average for the channel, with more return viewers coming back. When I first designed the thumbnail, I thought it was a little too simplistic, but maybe that, combined with the title, really triggered the target audience, as well as teasing them with the "try this" wording. There's a fear of missing out intrigue here. What's also interesting is that this video had some extra legs when it came to new viewers a couple of days after it was published. I think this is a reflection of a video performing well enough for YouTube to start testing it with brand new audiences. And based off of the performance of the video, I made this follow-up piece, which also turned out to be a strong performer for the channel. All of this is clear evidence that when you make data-driven decisions, you are more able to meet your audience's expectations. Now, of course, it's not always about return viewers. Sometimes the intent of a video is very different. Take this one about copyright, for example. It's not exactly a sexy topic for a YouTube growth video, so it didn't get that many views to begin with. But people always need help with this subject, and that's where search comes into play. It's why this video today is getting more new viewers than it did on day one. And it's also why the view curve is bending up rather than down. I love it when this happens. It's very hard to do considering how competitive evergreen search topics are, but when you get it right, And if you want to see my facial expression when I make that noise, Now, of course, when it comes to looking at the data on your videos for your channel, it's probably going to differ quite a lot from the vidIQ channel. So let me share with you a couple of weird and wonderful examples of that return viewers metric from other channels on YouTube. And yes, for you eagle-eyed viewers, I am recording this bit out of sequence. A member of the vidIQ community, Jonk, who makes Stickman animation, has been growing pretty rapidly recently, and it's all thanks to a viral video he made about KSI. 300,000 new viewers, very tasty indeed. But how do you continue to meet the expectations of these new viewers? Well, to be honest, that is a very hard thing to do. At a channel level, Jonk's follow-up content to the viral success has brought back some return viewers, but not many. And that is often the curse of a viral video. A huge audience discovered your content for one thing, but they're not necessarily loyal to your channel in any way, shape or form. In these circumstances, you as a creator have a very short amount of time to build that audience loyalty and start meeting their expectations with future content. But at the same time, you as a creator likely don't want to be pigeonholed as a person who just made that one video and is trying to milk it for all it's worth. In Jonk's case, he has doubled down on his viral moment with very successful follow-up content. But when he creates new videos that don't match the video topic of his viral audience, the views are a lot lower. But we do have to put this all into perspective, because before Jonk's viral moment, views on his videos were typically in the hundreds rather than the thousands. Now, this next channel is a brilliant example of knowing your exact target audience. When your videos get twice as many return viewers as subscribers, that means viewers aren't relying on any subscription tools at all. They are almost subconsciously tuning in to watch the channel's videos whenever they are recommended. And YouTube's recommendation system knows this, as proved by this statistic. This is the perfect scenario for a creator to find themselves in, because it means YouTube knows exactly which viewers to promote your content to guarantee views. And yes, one day you'll learn a lot more about that secret channel. That's what I think's really powerful about the return viewers metric. It is tailor-made, bespoke to your channel and your channel only. I mean, I knew day to day that the vidIQ channel gets a lot of views from new viewers who are finding our content through search. But what I didn't realise is just how many of you are loyal to the vidIQ content and this community with the day-to-day videos that we publish. Every single one of you contributes to the data, and through that data we make our decisions on the channel. And I think over the course of 2021 we've started to provide even more value that is more targeted to you, the vidIQ family. But of course, ultimately, you are the judge of all of this and we answer to you. Oh, also the code word for this video,